The U.S. House GOP leadership wants a Texas Republican to drop his bid for re-election. This is Friday, March 6th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Well, thanks for spending part of your Friday with the Texas Minute. Before we get started, the Texas Minute will take a short break. The podcast will resume on Tuesday, March 10th. Let's get into today's news. Already the most expensive senatorial race in American history, the bid for Texas's GOP nomination is now headed to a runoff between incumbent U.S. Senator John Cornyn and Attorney General Ken Paxton. Cornyn is seeking a fifth term in the Senate. He received the overwhelming share of Texas advertising support. An ad impact report found that roughly $69 million in ads backed the incumbent, accounting for more than half of all of the spending in the race. By comparison, about $4.1 million in advertising supported Paxton during the primary, while U.S. Representative Wesley Hunt received roughly $12 million in ad support. Now, some quick back-of-the-envelope math would indicate that on a per-vote basis, Paxton came in the lowest at $5 per vote, Mr. Hunt got $41 per vote, and John Cornyn's spending was about $76 per vote. The leadership of the U.S. House is calling on Texas's Tony Gonzalez to withdraw from his election bid after the Ethics Committee opened an investigation into his conduct. Among those in the GOP leadership calling for Gonzalez's departure are House Speaker Mike Johnson, Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Majority Whip Tom Emmer, and Conference Chair Lisa McClain. Gonzalez placed second in Tuesday's GOP primary. He's slated to face Brandon Herrera in the May runoff. During an interview this week, Gonzalez finally acknowledged having a sexual relationship with a district staffer who later died by suicide. Mr. Gonzalez had long denied the relationship. Dallas County Democrats voted to ditch District Attorney John Creuzot, choosing challenger Amber Givens in Tuesday's primary election. Unofficial results show that Givens won nearly 54% of the 250,000 votes cast in that race. Earlier this year, Creuzot joined a coalition of progressive prosecutors plotting to fight ICE agents working to detain criminal illegal aliens. First elected back in 2018, his soft-on-crime policies, including releases of violent suspects with low or no bail, earned him the nickname Let 'em Go Creuzot. Givens, meanwhile, resigned from a district court post in December in order to challenge Creuzot. Back in 2021, Creuzot had threatened to open a criminal investigation into Givens' alleged judicial misconduct that occurred in online court proceedings during the COVID-19 pandemic shutdowns. She eventually received a reprimand from the Texas State Commission on Judicial Conduct and 2 public admonitions. No Republican ran for the office, so Givens will be unopposed in November. The Texas Minute will be right back.
News and analysis on what's happening in Texas. End your day with daily headlines from Texas Scorecard. Every day at 5 p.m., join me, Brandon Waltons, as we recap the biggest stories of the day and talk about why they matter to you. From the state capitol to town hall, there's no shortage of events happening. Keep up with it all. Watch and subscribe to Daily Headlines from Texas Scorecard.
A Muslim Ramadan display set up in the lobby of Bunker Hill Elementary School in Houston was removed earlier this week after Spring Branch ISD determined that the display violated the district's policy on religious and political neutrality. The display had been put up by the Parent Teacher Association's Cultural Awareness Committee. Earlier this week, Spring Branch trustees voted 7-0 to reject a parent's appeal to remove the Ten Commandments posters from school classrooms. So, Spring Branch is moving in the right direction. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Aaron Anderson, and Michael Wilson. Production duties were handled by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. I hope you and yours have a great weekend.